Warning! This video is intended for educational and MS documentary purposes. The host, Jenny, of the podcast show, The Demon Within, is not a doctor or any type of professional medical advisor.
I am a warrior.
The lie we tell ourselves. It's only 4 words. It seems harmless, even noble. It's the phrase that we use to protect our pride, to keep the world at arm's length, and to pretend nothing has changed. But perhaps these 4 words are more dangerous than we realize. They are the words that keep us isolated, exhausted, and eventually broken. I can do it myself. I'm your host, Jenny. Welcome to The Demon Within, Surviving MS. Today, we are diving into a topic that hits really close to home. We're talking about the I can do it myself trap. That internal battle of the person you were and the person you are today. It's a mental hurdle that feels just as heavy as the physical ones. Lately, those physical hurdles, they haven't just grown, they've become mountains. If you've ever felt like you've aged a decade overnight, if you stare down the grocery aisle like it's Mount Everest, if you're tired of the guilt that comes with needing a hand, then this episode is for you. We aren't surrendering today. We're strategizing. Let's get into it.
Don't touch that dial. You won't believe the tip we're sharing in the next segment. It's a total game changer for your daily routine. But before we hit a home run with that, let's take a quick time out for a word from the amazing sponsors making this show possible. Stick around. You don't want to miss this.
Surviving Life is a deeply honest and uplifting memoir by Ricky Harvey, a British author who has lived with primary progressive MS for over 2 decades. From a turbulent childhood marked by family conflict to the challenges of serious illness, Ricky shares a life shaped by resilience, love, travel, and unmistakable British humor. This is not a medical book, but a lived experience story, one that balances tears with laughter and hardship with hope. Along the way, Ricky reflects on marriage, family, disability, and the importance of finding light even in the darkest moments. As praised by Paul Lima, the book is told with humor, honesty, and a huge heart. Surviving Life is a reminder that love, family, and humor can carry us through anything.
Surviving Life can be purchased on Amazon. The author of this book, Ricky Harvey, donates 20% of royalties to his local MS therapy center.
I want to take you back just a few months ago. If you would have seen me back then, you would have seen a woman in the gym, pushing weights, moving with the body that followed every command. I didn't think about my legs, they just moved. I didn't think about my grip, it just held. I was independent, I was fine. But MS, it's a thief. It doesn't always wait for the cover of night to rob you. Sometimes it feels like it robs you in broad daylight. One day, you're hitting the personal record on the leg press. And then the next, you're looking at your left leg in the mirror and literally seeing the muscle mass just fade away. It's just shrinking. And there's a specific kind of heartbreak in watching your own body change right before your eyes. I've lived with MS for many years. I've had moments where I couldn't see straight or walk right. But I always found that inner athlete again. I always bounced back. This time, though, I didn't get so lucky. This time, the bounce back has taken its time, or maybe it's not coming at all. And coming to terms with that, that's the hardest weight I've ever had to lift. Today, my reality is measured by the feet between my bed and the bathroom. Every single moment is a negotiation. I wake up, and before I can even open my eyes, I'm scanning my own body. Can I feel my toes? How bad is the pain today? Is my left leg going to support me? From the simple act of standing up to the exhaustion of trying to navigate a grocery store, or even just getting out of the car. Tasks I never gave a second thought to have become a daily marathon. The chronic pain is a constant shadow. It's a heavy weighted blanket that I can never quite kick off. I'm sitting in the driver's seat of my car, staring at the door handle. It's a piece of plastic and metal. I've pulled it 1,000 times without even thinking. But today it feels like it weighs 100 pounds. My left leg, the same leg I used to do Pilates with and do squats at the gym, it's thin. It's skinny. It's not the same measurement as my right leg. It's a quiet casualty of the war that's inside my body. The pain is already screaming, and I haven't even stood up yet. I reach for the door handle, my breath catching, and that old, stubborn voice inside my head whispers, I can do it myself. But that voice is a trap. Because if I do it myself, I might not have anything left for the day. Let's talk about the shift. For the longest time, I looked at a cane, a wheelchair, a walker. I looked at those things as the enemy. I saw them as visible proof that the MS was winning. But I had to realize that looking at it that way was a lie. Think about it. If a walker is what gets you through the grocery store, where you can pick out food for the family that you love and that loves you, and that same walker, cane, or wheelchair can help you get back to your car without feeling dire pain and being in tears, then who won? You completed the mission. These aren't limitations, they are freedom tools.
Hold that thought, everyone. We're briefly evicting the demon within for a quick word from the folks who keep our lights on and our infusion chairs comfortable. Stay tuned. We'll be back to wrestling the beast in just a moment. The demon within will return after these messages, provided we can remember where we left the microphone.
Samantha Stacy started the Cute Cane Shop after being diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. As a young cane user, she couldn't find anything that matched her style and personality. Samantha loves creating custom designs for the young and young at heart. Her amazing canes were featured in Cope magazine. Visit her shop on Etsy at cutecaneshopetsy.com.
Hey, I'm Sam, the owner of Cute Cane Shop, and this is just a reminder that your cane or mobility aid does not ruin your outfit.
I'd like to think of all of our energy as a battery, right? We all start the day with our batteries fully charged, ready to face the day. But for us MS warriors, that charge is great when it's there. However, our batteries drain a lot faster than the rest. Every time I insist on walking to the bathroom unaided when I'm struggling, I'm draining 20% of that battery. By the time my kids get home, I'm at 0. I'm empty. We've talked about this in previous episodes. Asking for help for the laundry, or even just to walk from point A to point B in your home, isn't about being lazy. It's about saving that battery life for the things that actually matter. My family, my joy, and my purpose. It's about deciding that my energy is too precious to waste on my pride. Now, let's talk about the people who hold me up. I know that guilt that we all feel. The guilt of needing help. You feel like you're a burden to those who love you. But I've learned something from my husband and my children. They want to be there. You know, there's a unique irony in my house. While I'm managing the misfiring of my nerves, one of my sons is sitting across the table from me, buried in textbooks, studying to be a neurologist. It's changed everything. He doesn't see a weak mom. He sees a warrior who needs a tactical bypass. He's learning the science of my struggle, and he's turned his love into a mission. When he helps me out of the car after picking him up from college, he's practicing the compassion he'll use to save lives one day. And my youngest, my daughter, she is my right hand. I never have to ask her for help. She sees the moments where my balance falters before I even realize it. And she's just there. It's a quiet, beautiful strength that I am so grateful for. My oldest son is the same way. Anytime we go out, he's always trying to hold me up, making sure I don't fall. My kids are great. And I'm really starting to appreciate the help now. As for my husband, he's the steady hand. He's the one who reminds me that my value isn't tied to how much I can do by myself. I had to learn, and I learned this well from my family, that using a helping hand or a mobility aid isn't a handout. It's a tactical adjustment. If a neurologist uses a tool to see inside the brain, why shouldn't I use a tool to live my life?
We're stepping away from the demon within for a word from our sponsors. Don't go far, though. We're trading the battle for a blueprint. Stick around for a special book reveal that proves every story is worth telling. We'll be right back.
They walked away to protect their secrets. Fate brought them back to reveal the truth. When Emil disappeared from Rachel's life, he took her unspoken what-ifs with him. He was drowning in unrelenting pain.
She was quietly navigating a new life with multiple sclerosis.
Neither felt whole enough to stay. Now, a chance encounter at a Toronto credit union
brings them face to face.
He's no longer the rising star she knew.
And she's the one in charge.
Amidst the routine of the workday, old tensions reignite, forcing them to confront the love-sick reality of their lives. From prolific author Paul Lima comes a story of love interrupted and the bravery it takes to be vulnerable when your body feels like the enemy, lovesick. Paul Lima has lived with secondary progression MS for 25 years. Paul is a veteran writer and the author of more than 45 books across non-fiction and fiction. A former business writing trainer and freelance specialist, Paul now focuses on crafting deeply resonant novels that explore life's unspoken moments. His latest work, Lovesick, is a testament to his ability to blend realistic life challenges with the complexities of modern romance.
Paul Lima's books can be found on Amazon and as EPUBs on Kobo.com.
MS takes away a lot of things. It takes away our muscle, it takes away our balance, but it doesn't have to take away our spirit. Independence isn't about doing everything alone. Independence is about agency. It's about you, yes, you, deciding how your life is lived. I may not be able to run a mile anymore, but I can control my mindset. I can control my advocacy. I can sit behind this microphone and reach you out there. Those are my new wins. Next month in April, me and my family will be participating in the Walk MS. This event is the ultimate village. It's a place where no one has to walk or roll alone. Whether you donate or join us, you're helping fund the research my son is studying right now. Every dollar goes to the National MS Society. Even if you can't donate, just sharing the link in our show notes will help so much. You can find the full show notes for today's episode, including the links to donate to our Walk MS, and more resources right in the Demon Within podcast app's description. Before we wrap up, I have to celebrate the people putting fuel in the tank for this mission. To our latest donors, Debbie. You are our top donor, Debbie. Your generosity truly blew me away this week. When you're living with MS, knowing you have someone like you in your corner, someone willing to take action and provide that fuel for a cure, it changes everything. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you for your kindness and for being such a bright light in this mission. Anita Diaz. Anita, your contribution is such a powerful statement of support. It's because of people like you that we're able to keep pushing forward for better treatments and eventually a world without this MS demon. Your heart for this cause is so evident, and I am incredibly grateful to have you walking in this path with us. Anita Darson, your generosity gives us hope for a future without MS. Thank you for making a difference. Lisa, your support reminds me why I show up to this mic every week. Thank you so much for supporting me on this journey. Rave Abel, thank you so much for your donation and for being my best friend. You are a bright light in this community. Ron, your contribution is a vital piece of the puzzle. Thank you for reminding me that I'm not alone in this fight. To Debbie, to Anita Diaz, Anita Darson, Lisa, Rave Abel, and Ron, you are the Warrior Circle. Thank you for walking and rolling right alongside us. And to all of you supporting this podcast, thank you for listening to The Demon Within, Surviving a Mess. I'm Jenny, and I'll see you next week. Keep pushing forward.
Is blessed. No matter what obstacle she faces, she finds a way to make it through. She's a survivor and a champion, and there's nothing that can be said or done that can ever take that away from her. This woman is blessed, believe it, she's a champion, living without stress, believe it, she's a champion. This woman is blessed, believe it, she's a champion, living without stress.